uses her long nose, called a trunk, to carry the hay to her mouth. Mumbo lives on an animal training farm in America. The farm belongs to Mr. Bradford, who is Bob's father. Here he comes with a stranger, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson wishes to buy an elephant for his circus, and he has come to look at Mumbo. Like Mumbo, all elephants can hear very well, but their eyesight is not good. The skin of an elephant is thick and tough. Every elephant has a good sense of smell. Here, Mumbo finds a lump of sugar. Tiny muscles work like fingers at the end of her trunk as Mumbo carefully picks out a piece of sugar from Bob's pocket. Mumbo has large clubbed feet. There are 5 toes on each front foot and 4 on each hind foot. At the end of the tail is a tuft of coarse black hair. Mr. Thompson asks to be shown how well Mumbo is trained. While Mumbo is showing her tricks, a lorry driver hurries up. His lorry has gone off the road, and he wants Mumbo to help him to push it back again. Elephants are strong, and Mumbo has learned to use her strength to push or pull. The lorry is in the ditch alongside the road, a really difficult position. Mumbo puts down her great head to push, and out of the ditch goes the lorry. Mr. Thompson is so impressed that he decides to buy Mumbo and to fetch her as soon as possible. He also asks Mr. Bradford to train 2 more elephants for him. They are baby elephants which have come all the way from India. Today, Mumbo has wandered down to the pond. She is using her trunk to give herself a shower bath. Bob and his father miss her and start searching. To drink, Mumbo first sucks the water up into her trunk and then blows it into her mouth. Easily spies Mumbo's large footprints on the path. Elephants are fond of water. In their native homes in the hot jungles, they take baths like this every day. Soon, Bob and his father find Mumbo in her favorite bathing place. Mr. Bradford calls, but Mumbo is not in the slightest hurry. Only at Mr. Bradford's second command does Mumbo come slowly out of the water. The sharp branches of this tree make a good back scratcher. But how small the tree looks beside the elephant. Mumbo is refreshed and ready to return to the animal farm. She now uses her toes to scratch herself. Elephants also take dust baths. A coat of dust protects her skin from insects. Bob's little sister has no one to play with, so Bob brings Mumbo over. Mumbo comes dancing to the playpen as Bob directs her steps. But the baby sister wants still better tricks. Now Mumbo sits up just like a trained dog. Bob is going to mount the elephant. She gives him a boost with her trunk. Bob often does this, and then he rewards Mumbo with a lump of sugar. Bob's sister is really interested now. The elephant lowers her head to let Bob slide down easily. Mumbo is also good at standing on her head, a difficult trick for an elephant. A week has gone by, and here comes Mr. Thompson. He is the circus man with the new baby elephants for Mr. Bradford to train. This will be a long job needing patience. As Mr. Thompson leads the young elephants to their new quarters, Mr. Bradford thinks proudly how well Mumbo will perform in the circus. Bob is making friends with the new arrivals. Sugar always helps, but it makes these elephants almost too anxious to be friendly. Goodbyes are said to Mumbo and to Mr. Thompson. Bob is already anxious to start training the baby elephants. One morning, 3 weeks later, the baby elephants are just finishing breakfast. The chains are taken off their feet so that they can practice their tricks. Here is part of a new trick, front feet up. And now, the proper way to sit down. That's all for this trick. The next trick to learn is to walk the plank. This is one of the hardest tricks to teach an elephant. With his awkward feet, an elephant has to balance carefully when turning round on the plank. This one holds on a little with her trunk. The other elephant is learning to do a clown's act for the circus. First, she rings a dinner bell, and Bob brings on a tablecloth. Away it goes. Now Bob brings on a plate. Away it goes, too. It's a different matter when there's bread on the plate. At least until the bread has gone. Last of all, over goes the table. Someday, when the baby elephant has learned this trick well, she'll do it for hundreds of children in the circus.